Google Copium. How to cope with and live with and put up with Google Chrome, a large corporation's evil web browser that does everything it can to lie to you about doing what you tell it. Google Chrome link. I'm using Google Chrome Portable for Windows XP. I'm not kidding. I'm using that one. It works fine. I'm on Windows 7. It is able to do most of what I need to do. It may not be able to do Google Meetups like I need to do on the weekends with Censor, but so far it's working. And I was able to turn off one of hundreds of annoyances deliberately created in the damn thing by, number one, loading this older version, number two, it being portable, and number three, altering the shortcut or alias if you're a Macintosh user, so it says the following. It's a standard shortcut, and then outside of what's usually in quotes, because it'll have the link as a quote so it knows to put the whole thing in. Now right after it, dash, or hyphen, you're going to have to read what it says down below in the description here. Test dash type equals UI. Doing that turns off one of hundreds of complaints. This is suppressing the unsupported operating system warning that says you need to upgrade your computer and your operating system and throw some more money at Microsoft Corporation or whoever, or I'm going to keep nagging you about it because I want you to update me. Now, if anybody's not aware of it on my channel, I recommend finding something that works, and then when it works, assume, if it's older especially, but every time, that the company that made it made a mistake by making something that works. They can't do that. It has to fuck up somehow so that they can always put out a new and improved version. But one of the things I do is I literally look for the oldest piece of software that'll do the job that's so old the company has stopped trying to frickin' screw with it by either updating it or enhancing it or just breaking it so you have to buy a new version. Now, this pattern of behavior on my part has served me well, but it means that many websites won't work with this, right? Nope. This version of Google Chrome that I downloaded that's supposed to be for Windows XP and above, that's old, works fine. None of the websites are complaining about it because most of the websites that complain really just want to see Chrome or some specific company's browser. It has nothing to do with how old your browser is. It has to do with how much shit they can get away with shoving in your face with a browser. Doesn't matter that you can make almost every browser obey you instead of the websites, which is what you should do. But this one stupid little trick in how you run the program, in this case by using a shortcut and adding this command in, tells it to turn off one of hundreds of complaints. Now I'm going to bring up that there's a bunch of annoyances in Google Chrome that I'm doing videos on. One of them involves the Omnibox and a drop-down menu, and the easiest way to fix it is to give it nothing to work with so it wastes your time less. And every time you start it, clean it out and tell it to shut up and forget everything that ever happened. And then when you exit, just before you exit, tell it to clean itself again. And if you do that diligently, the thing stops being annoying, it doesn't offer suggestions, and more importantly, when you're about to hit enter on what you're typing, it doesn't immediately ignore it and bring up whatever the hell Google wants you to look at this week. There's a bunch of hacks for that. But this one thing, the OS warning, takes up part of the screen along with every one of the others, looking like, for all the world, like a bunch of toolbars loaded up on Internet Explorer because you visited a porn site. Now, here's the other thing. You can type Chrome : / policy / and read the policies it has. Now, one of the hacks here is to tell it to suppress unsupported operating system warnings. That might be necessary in your computer. But how does it do it? Well, it looks for that in the operating system's registry, or the equivalent under Linux and Macintosh, which I don't know about. I only address the Windows version. So in the Windows version here, aside from modifying the shortcut that goes to the program, the icon, so it is told, don't ever bring this up again. Here's what I had to do to change the Chrome's internal policy. Now, of course, you're looking at the policy controlling Chrome within it. And, of course, it won't let you change that and doesn't tell you how to. Except On one of many websites that was run by the group of people that created Chrome, they let out the thing. Suppress unsupported OS warning is all one word. It's under the policies, and it can be done by using the --test--type equals UI. It means you're doing user interface testing, and you don't want it to bring up the complaint. You're testing it for functionality on a computer that may not run the right operating system. Obviously, that was done of, by, and for the developers who wrote it. But it got leaked by them because everybody needs this. The next place to find it is the registry of your operating system. Now, a command line, reg, add, and then something in quotes, will tell it to change a setting in the registry. The most generic one is HKU for H key user, or current user, excuse me. Then it's under software policies. And it's either Google/Chrome or under Chromium or under BraveSoftware/Brave or whatever browser that's based on Chrome, Google Chrome here. Whatever created directory it has, whether it's a portable version or an installed version, this is where the policy is held. And you put in suppress unsupported OS warning as a D word, and you make it equal the number 1. All it does is tell it, don't complain about the operating system. There should be another setting like that, I'll try to find it, for it not complaining about not being able to update. Now, I went through also in the Chrome policies and other things, and located things like, it complaining about wanting to update itself and failing, which it will complain about. But again, I'm using deliberately the Windows XP compatible current issued version of portable Google Chrome that has the effect of shutting off almost every complaint. In fact, it's behaving itself so well, it's not, I won't say it's a daily driver yet, but it's really working well, and it doesn't complain anymore. Yeah, it's crap, but it's just as crappy as the current version, portable or not. And because it's portable, it only has the ability to rewrite the registry or the file system very little. Afterwards, I have it programmed to erase everything. This also includes me having a history eraser button, which I've done a video about. But anyway, if you're trying to get it to stop complaining about the operating system, you can suppress the operating system warning and it'll go away. You can do it by --test--type equals UI or this registry hack. And I'm including examples of them below in the description and a link to where I found the information at. Hopefully this is helpful to you. And everything you can do to make the operating system or your browser or your software more obedient makes the programmers who wrote it either as miserable as possible or their sales team. And that's good. Companies that make software that harasses people should be miserable, should be kept miserable, and the entirety of them should burn in hell. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I wish all of us luck with this. We'll need it.